Hi and welcome to Dave the Sit Down Chef. What I'm going to do for you today is a curry taught to me by a Pakistani friend, and I've been cooking this curry for the last 20 years. It's a good family filler. It's not a British Indian restaurant curry, it's the kind of curry that Asian people eat in their own home. So let's look at the ingredients that we've got. I've got some whole cumin seeds there, which I'll toast before I add any oil. So in our dried, we've got a teaspoon of chili powder, a tablespoon of mixed powder, which is all your curry powders together, 2 bay, a half a teaspoon of fenugreek, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of paprika, not smoked, and a teaspoon of tandoori masala. We've got 4 onions, a wedge of cabbage, 2 chilies, 1 red, 1 green, 4 cloves of garlic, and an inch piece of ginger to be to the same as the garlic. Garlic and ginger are always best on 50-50, and a bunch of coriander, a tin of tomatoes, and a kilo of diced chicken. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get on and chop these. We'll pause for a second and I'll come back when they're all chopped. Okay, so there's all the things prepared now to make the curry. I've got my pan on a medium heat and my cumin seeds are just in there toasting away for a moment before I put the oil on them. Okay, one thing I did forget to mention is we have got a pot of chicken stock there, which has also got a tablespoonful of garam masala. That's my main curry base today. When I show you the British Indian restaurant curries, I will be showing you how to make a proper curry base. But this one here, this is just a curry for the masses. A curry you can do in one evening without any preparation whatsoever, and that's basically how it was taught to me, and that's how I'm teaching it to you. So okay, so they're toasted off now. We're going to go in with 2 chef spoons of the seasoned oil. The seasoned oil, you'll remember, was done on a video for the onion barges. We're going to warm that through, and to that we'll add first of all the onions and the cabbage. This is not about all heat, where with the British Indian restaurant curries it's all about how fast you do it. This is a little bit slower. We've got to soften these onions, and these onions are the main base for the gravy. So I'm going to go in now with the onions. Maybe go one higher than 3. And the white cabbage. And then we're going to give that 3 or 4 minutes to start sweating down. I'm going to pause the video while we do that, and then we'll be back. Okay, yeah, so right, these have had about 5 minutes now, and they get starting to get nice and soft, so I'm going to add the chilies. I haven't deseeded my chilies, but if you don't like them too hot, your curry's too hot I should say, then I would, and the garlic and ginger. Give it a few seconds, and now I'll add the dry. Oh, now it smells good. And I'll add the tomatoes. Good as times I need salt now. I'm just going to put one load of our stock in, just to loosen it, and then I'm going to add the chicken. You're hungry today, Mr. Cameraman. And all we're going to do is just turn it around for a little while, give the chicken a few minutes, probably 5, to take on all these flavourings before we add it to the stock. So we're going to pause for a moment and then come back. So that's been sat there now for about 4 minutes on a vigorous simmer. So I'm going to transfer that now to the chicken stock with the garam masala in, and then we're going to cover it and let it cook for about 1.5 hours, and then we'll come back then and we'll reduce the sauce down to make a nice thick sauce. Me and my family, we like this particular curry with nothing more than bread and butter. Good fresh bread, buttered. It is absolutely delicious with this. Is the camera, just step back a little bit. I might need to stand up again. I'm kind of a sit down chef, stands up. Don't need that behind. That's all good flavourings there. So there we go. I'm on now. No longer on a vigorous simmer. We're just on a rolling simmer. Make sure everything's covered. Add the coriander. When you use coriander for cooking, use stalks as well. There's a lot of flavour in those stalks, and of course they're going to soften. So there we go. I'm going to put the timer on now for 1.5 hours. Cover it over, and we'll see you in a while. Okay, so the curry's now been sat there for 1.5 hours. I'm going to take the lid off now, see how thick the sauce is. There we go, just give it a little bit of a stir. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn it up high. There we go, turning it up now to put it onto, once again, quite a vigorous simmer, and this will now reduce the sauce, and I'll pause the video now and come back when that's done. And there we are, the end result. As you can see, the curry sauce is reduced now, and it's lovely and thick. And I and my sons are going to go and eat. Don't forget to click the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. More videos coming this weekend for an Indian curry, sorry, a British Indian restaurant curry base gravy, and a curry to follow.